Let's discuss Maslow's need hierarchy theory or Maslow's theory of motivation. Motivation is a force, motivation is something that drives you towards accomplishment of goal, and on the basis of motivation you decide how persistently, how hard you will try to achieve that goal. Motivation is something that decides your path. And this particular needs, in attempt to understand motivation, various authors, various researchers have given various types of needs, and one of those theory is a need hierarchy theory or hierarchy, Maslow's hierarchy theory, given by Abraham Harold Maslow in somewhere in 1943. Maslow believed that people are wanting needs, and these wants influence behavior. A need which is not satisfied or a need which is unsatisfied can influence behavior of a person. So Maslow's theory assumes that a person attempts to satisfy the more basic needs before directing behavior towards satisfying upper level of need. Once a need is fulfilled, once something you want you get, then it will not remain motivator for you. Next, lower order needs must be satisfied before higher order needs. Maslow has categorized these levels of needs into lower order needs and higher order needs. First, your lower order needs must be satisfied before you move on to the next level of the need, or the next level of need become motivator for you once the lower level of needs are fulfilled or satisfied. A satisfied need ceases to motivate. Once you have achieved something, once you have got something, then it will not remain motivator for you. Maslow need hierarchy divides human needs into 5 levels. Each level represents a group of needs, not one need for each level. Like the different 5 levels, one particular level does not mean only one need. The level means a group of needs that can be associated with that. The most basic level of need comprises the primary or physiological ones, and as you move on, the next level of needs will be there. So physiological or survival needs, most needs have to do with survival physically or psychologically, physiologically. These needs are foundation of the hierarchy and tend to have the highest strength in terms of motivation. These are required for survival like food, drink, sleep. Like in normal social life, these needs can be food, drink or something, proper air to like breathe. These can be the needs, physiological needs. But in organization, if you talk about these physiological needs, then these can be basic wages, proper toilet facilities, ventilation so that I can breathe properly, comfortable working condition. These can be physiological needs for the organizational setting. For our chronically and extremely hungry, example, like if we take example, if someone is hungry, then you talk about some discotheque or utopia, then that particular place will be for that hungry person is a place where he can get he can get food to satisfy his hunger. He will think about food, he will think about water to drink. A person who is having trouble to breathe, like he is in closed area, closed room or something, then at that particular time, his basic need will be getting fresh air for survival and nothing else. So this is how first you will work for your physiological needs or needs that you require to survive in this world or in the particular organization. You should get proper wages जिससे आप अपने घर के खर्चे चला सको, comfortable working condition where you can work for hours. If you need to go to toilet, then there should be proper toilet or washroom facilities, etc. Once you start getting all these needs, or once these needs are fulfilled or satisfied, the next level of need will become motivator for you. You'll not be motivated with toilet or basic wages if you are getting proper wages. The next level of need is safety need. So what is the meaning of safety? One wants to be safe or secure in the conditions. The primary motivating force here is to ensure a reasonable degree of continuity, order, structure and predictability in one's environment. Like I should be having proper funds in my hands. I should have personal security, financial security, good health, funds. If I'll get ill, then there should be money to get proper treatment, protection, retirement benefit or insurance. There should be no fear of losing job. There should be proper grievance handling things in organization so that I will feel safe. Okay, security needs in organization context correlates to factors like job security, salary increase, safe working condition, union formation, lobbying, protection from lobbying, all these things. Managers or managerial practices to satisfy the safety needs of employee can include providing them with proper pension plans or group insurance plans or provident fund, gratuity or working conditions which are safe for working, safety and security equipments for them if they are working in such condition which can be harmful for them. So these can be safety or safety needs for any individual in society or in organization. Once you start feeling safe, then these things will not remain a motivator anymore for you. Then you will try to climb up to the next level or next hierarchy of need, and these needs are called social needs or love, affection, belongingness needs. So now you are safe, your physiological needs or survival needs are fulfilled. Your safety needs, like you are having knowledge that working condition in my organizations are proper, there are no fear of retrenchment. What is the next thing that you will look forward is belongingness and love. These constitute the third level of in the hierarchy of needs. These needs arise when physiological and safety needs are satisfied. An individual motivated on this level longs for affectionate relationship with others, like affectionate relationship in family or reference group or in organization. If you talk about this love, affection and belongingness need in organization, then it can be identity, group identity, like part of particular group. Manager recognition, like manager is showing that he knows particular person or particular employee. This can be a part of social relationship, social need, sorry. Each the people at the team or team members know each other, cordial relationship with manager or supervisor, work life balance or manager sensitivity towards employee problems. These can be the third level of need or social needs in organization. Manager may or may not view these friendly relation with employee or with their peers as a threat to organization and act accordingly. If a manager is like that, I will be motivated. If manager is showing me affection, like belongingness type of thing, that okay, you belong to my team, I know you, you are like should get proper position, and I'll take care of your working and all those things, can be in social needs. The next one, you will get all these things, you'll climb or you'll reach for the higher level of need when you feel that I'm getting proper social recognition and all the things. The next level of need, the next thing that you will want is esteem. Esteem is like this can be called as egoistic need also. Esteem is people should know me. Esteem is self-respect. It can be two. like two things: self-respect and self-esteem, esteem from others. The self-respect includes things like confidence in particular person. I should have confidence in me, personal strength, adequacy of achieve. I should achieve something. There should be achievement in my name. I should be independent, and there should be freedom of decision making or deciding my goals. This can be self-respect need. And in self-esteem or respect or esteem from others, these can include prestige, recognition, acceptance by other, attention provided by other, status that I'm having, reputation and appreciation. The other can be like I should have a proper job title, a proper status in organization, I should get merit pay increases, I should get awards and recognition from the organization or from the others, my team members. People should consider me or view me as someone who is having worth. They should appreciate me for whatever I am doing. This is like experience or feelings of worth because I am having that competence, I am recognized, I am valued by others. Satisfaction of self-esteem needs generate feelings and attitude of self-confidence, self-worth, strength, capability of being useful and necessary in this world. And in contrast, if your particular need is not fulfilled, then you may feel inferior, emptiness, weakness, or helplessness. This will get negativity in you. When you will become hopeless in dealing with whatever life is demanding from you or whatever the things that are required to be done. So esteem is a result of effort. It is earned and you will try to earn that need once you are complete or you are satisfied with lower level of need. If you are not getting proper love, affection or belongingness either in society or in organization, you will work for that, and after that you will work for esteem needs. And once esteem need is fulfilled, you started feeling worth, then you will try to go for highest level of need, and that highest level of need is need for self-actualization. Maslow emphasizes need for self-actualization is a healthy individual's prime motive. That is why I said it is the highest and the hardest level of need because it is hard to understand, it is most difficult to satisfy, as it is difficult to assess how many people completely meet their full potential. So this self-actualization need is related with identifying and meeting your full potential, whatever you are capable of doing, trying to achieve that. Self-actualize to become total kind of person that one wants to become to reach the peak of one's potential. The need for self-actualization is distinctive in that it is never fully satisfied because sometimes you yourself is not aware about your own potentials. You do not know how much potential I am having, how much things I can do. So that is why it is said this is the most difficult level of need to understand. If I am estimating myself less than what I am having, then my need will not be fulfilled. If others are giving too much of value to me and they are trying to explain that I am having too much of potential, which actually I am not having, then again the problem will be there. So this is the particular need which is very difficult to understand. Like this can be achievements of goal, whatever goal I am I'm deciding for myself. If I'm able to reach all those goals, then in a way I can fulfill or I can uh, achieve a particular level of this need, or if I get the feeling of self-fulfillment, then also I can reach up to this particular level of need. So in this way, Maslow has identified the 5 levels of need, in which physiological needs and safety needs, these are called lower level of need. Social needs and self-actualization needs are called higher level of need. And Maslow said that these hierarchy, it took take place in particular manner, but actually this does not happen, that one should go for fulfilling first physiological need, then safety need, then social needs, and like that. It depends on a person. That is why this theory has also been criticized. The criticism of this theory we will discuss in any other video. Till then, bye.